Today, a federal court judge agreed $550,000 will be awarded to the 95 Hispanic workers who were detained by ICE in April of 2018.
In court, an attorney representing the workers in the class action settlement stated each person involved will receive nearly $6,000. Local 3's Abigail Martin joins us with more from the press conference that was held after the hearing. Abigail.
Greg, Cindy, on April 5th, 2018, ICE raided the Southeastern Provision Slaughterhouse in Bean Station, Tennessee. In court, an attorney said this was the largest raid at a workplace in decades. Now, the former workers are grateful their story was heard. They gathered nearby the courthouse to celebrate.
It is a meaningful step, and we're excited about what this means for the 95 class action members and plaintiffs, and what this means for workers all across the country.
Lisa Sherman Luna, executive director of Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition, says workers arrived for what they thought was a normal day, but immigration officials raided the building. Luna says hundreds of federal agents stormed their workplace as helicopters circled the building. She says almost 100 workers were detained and moved into buses.
Without any opportunity to explain who they were, how long they had been there, or whether they were subject to federal immigration law at all.
Luna says several workers have lived in East Tennessee for more than 10 years. She says they were taken to a detention center in Louisiana without notice to loved ones. Workers feel vindicated, but tired after the long fight for justice.
But also tired, right? It's been 5 years, and as you heard in the press conference, the pain of that day will never go away.
She says the trauma was unnecessary, but the group is glad this case sets a precedent. She says it sends a message to future administrations not to use workplace raids to enforce immigration laws. She calls the practice egregious and archaic. Luna says she hopes the system changes.
But we still need meaningful action in Congress and at the local and state level to protect immigrant workers and their families.
The deputy legal director who assisted on the case, Michelle LaPointe, says the raid ripped families apart, and she hopes agencies will think twice before racial profiling. After the verdict, former workers gathered nearby and held signs that translate to "We are all one." Luna says she is grateful for those involved who offered their support.
We hope that by coming together and fighting for our communities and our families, we can build a state and a country where all of us can belong and thrive.
Litigators working the case say the ripple effects are still felt today. 6 former workers have separate cases and will not receive compensation from the class settlement. For more information, visit our site. Live in studio, I'm Abigail Martin, Local 3 News.